What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to another story time. Thank you guys so much for all the comments and support y'all been giving on these videos. I really do appreciate it. Let's keep going strong and let's get right into this story time that I have for you guys today. This story time is about the time that I smoked Smarties in middle school. Now, I'm not sure if you guys had this at your school, but at my school, we had this joint where everybody would smoke Smarties in school and stuff like that. And that was usually around 6th to 7th grade that this happened. Now, some of y'all may remember this, who, if y'all are born in like around the 2002, 2003, 2000 freaking 1, you'll remember the Smarties joint. Now, if you're not born there, you probably won't know anything about that joint. But basically, it was one of those joints where you'd basically keep the Smartie in the wrapper and you would grind up that in any way possible. Sometimes you'd use a book, sometimes you'd use your shoe. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of unhealthy the way that like people would use your shoe to do it, and technically your shoe's all dirty and you would do that and then still put your mouth on it and smoke it. Now, I usually use the book, usually put it on the desk, use the book, and then sometimes it would get all over the desk. You gotta wipe it off so the teacher don't see anything like that. Now, before we keep going, make sure you guys do like and subscribe. And I want to tell you guys that this is all for learning purposes. Do not do this at home. If you do this at home, you are doing it at your own risk. I'm just giving you guys a warning. But make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's get right back into this. So, a lot of schools this school, like most of the time you would say it was corny that people were smoking Smarties and stuff like that, but it caught on to our school like wildfire. Like, it was just everybody started doing it. And in middle school, it'd be like we'd make sure that there was just a few rules that you had to make sure you didn't, make sure the teacher doesn't catch you, make sure you look cool. And a lot of people would be willing to like buy from you if they wanted the joint. So for me personally, I started smoking them with my friends, usually like around like maybe third or fourth period. And usually it would look all cool and stuff like that. People would wake up early in the morning and do it just to have fun. Like, people were doing it for fun. Now, for me personally, I saw a business because I am a businessman, and I was like, I need some money because I can't pay for lunch and breakfast. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can make some money off this. So what I did was I would have my mom take me to Five Below. Now, any of y'all knew that Five Below would have basically a 50 pack of those. So basically, I'd buy 3 packs of 50. And what I would do is I'd go to school and I'd sell them. So basically, I would sell 2 for 50 cents and 4 for $1. And basically, I would sell them to everybody who was in my class, were in my class, stuff like that. And I would make a good amount of change. I would usually make like $16 a day. And it was fantastic because I could use all that to pay for my breakfast and lunch that we didn't have, because my whole family, it was like 5 of us in my family. So it was like, it was all to ourselves. And I was like, hey, I need to figure out how to make this money. We gonna make it. But it went good for the first few months. For the first few months, they weren't I wasn't doing anything. I'd make the $16, but I would save everything I possibly can. So any of the extra money, I wouldn't spend it on just buying anything. I would literally just save it all up, because after, you would say, about 3 months of this happening, or 4 months of this happening in the school, the principal then had to get involved, and to make sure that I didn't get in trouble, because a lot of people who were, as you would say, selling these Smarties were getting caught. So for 3 months, I saved up and was just like stacking all the money that I could, even after eating. So after that, as I would say, jumped off the bandwagon. But I had enough money for at least a whole month's worth of food. So a whole month I could just buy breakfast and lunch at school, and I wouldn't have to pay anything out of pocket. And I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Save some money, and I could actually keep it moving. Now, some people got caught, and when they got caught, you got suspended for like 2-3 days, stuff like that. I never got caught like that, and I would smoke them with my friends. Usually it'd be like 4 or 5 of us in the classroom, and you just see, like, the teacher would turn around, and like you'd see like 4 puffs of smoke come out of like every area in the classroom. And then right when the teacher turns around, everybody's trying to like blow out the air and stuff like that. Everybody's trying to act normal, and teacher's like, what the heck's going on? And everybody's like, no one has a clue what the heck's happening, because we all know we ain't gonna tell the teacher anything. Now, I'm not sure why you guys did it. If you guys do know why y'all were smoking Smarties back then, put it in the comment section. Let me hear why y'all did it. I did it mostly because I like to see the smoke, kind of like the same. It looked like the same smoke when you walked outside and it's cold outside. And you breathe the air. That was what it looked like. So I really liked just the way it looked. So I would literally do that with my friends. Like literally have sleepovers with them, and we literally just like do that. Anytime we would be at school and we just had any type of free time, go outside, anything like that, people would already have crushed ups and everybody's like just smoking it. Now some people would take it to the extreme and they would start snorting it. Now I never did that. I just thought that was like that was gonna hurt my lungs and hurt like my capacity to breathe. Now some people, they were totally fine with it, some people didn't. I just knew that it was not super safe for me. Now when it got dangerous was probably about like 5-6 months in, that they had to get the principal on the announcement. So now, when the principal gets on the announcements, it's usually, hello students, so we gonna talk about the Smartie situation, and there's going to be no more smoking Smarties, rolling them up or anything like that. If we do catch you smoking Smarties, you will be suspended for like 5-6 days. And then once they said that, everybody stopped smoking them. Everybody was like, oh, time to. So that joint got shut off real quick, and everybody just started moving to like different stuff. Everybody was moving to, it was mostly everybody getting into weed and stuff like that. Now, personally, back then I was in middle school, so I wasn't trying to do any type of drugs or anything like that. So I stayed pretty far away from that until probably about like the end of high school. So I started off actually pretty late in that category. Now, would I've gone back and tried it with actually weed now? I would probably try because of how good it is, but at the same time, I know that the innocent me back then was like, it's just like every other innocent boy. You're probably like, nah, school teaches you that you're not supposed to be doing all that stuff like that. So that was back then, but now that I'm older, I'm like, man, that joint helped. The weed done helped me out through multiple situations when I'm pissed or some shit like that. So I hope you guys actually enjoyed this story time. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I want to keep posting more and more videos out for you guys. I want to keep getting y'all, and I hope I can just make one of y'all days better. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day.